So, behemshich to the previous shaileh, there are a number of details that I didn't conclude with, so we'll do it now. There are a few other shailahs that would come up of why l'cha'ira the oven would be treif. Number one, the basar went into the onion, so now you have cholov and you have basar, and now the onion became basar v'cholov, so the onion became nevela. So even if you're going to convince me that a belia doesn't come out, beloy roitev, but the onion now became nevela, and the onion certainly is going to give time to the oven. Afilu im tim tzaloima, we'll take care of that, as we'll see in a minute, that the onion itself didn't become nevela. But the basar that went into the onion, that certainly might be shoming. And if you look at a piece of basar, and you can't ascertain 100% that it's kochush, we have to assume that it's shoming. So now the basar went into the onion, connected with the cholov in the onion, made the tam basar, the taste of basar nevela. That basar we're assuming is shoming, now makes a U-turn and goes right back out of the onion into the hamburger and into the oven and masses the oven. So these two components would certainly make a shaila on the oven. And I want to answer each of them bekitzer. Even if you say chaticha nasis nevela, basar b'cholov, by basar b'cholov, let's assume, so that refers to the basar and the cholov itself. When you have a third entity that has the basar b'cholov, the third entity will not become nevela. Unless you hold, for those who remember, like Rabbeinu Tam, there are more paskas like that we say chaticha nasis nevela b'shari sudim, not only by basar b'cholov, we also say chaticha nasis nevela. So therefore, the onion certainly became nevela. However, by shari sudim, there's a klal, ein isra balua heilich mechaticha lechaticha b'loy reitiv. So even if the onion became nevela, the bliyos, we're assuming now that the cholov, at least bliya was kochosh, was lean, doesn't come out b'loy reitiv. And there's a klal that in order for it to aser, you need to have the isser going out, not the thing that became nevela. So even if the onion would become nevela, which means if it would get cooked, you would need 60 shishim against the whole onion, but in this case, there's no reitiv. So since the tam cholov doesn't come out of the onion, it doesn't matter that the onion became nevela. Because of the klal, I'll mention it bekitzit if you remember, ein haneser oiser, ela b'moka b'she yisr atzmei yochel leilech, meaning that the thing that became nevela can't aser unless the isur itself is coming out, which is the general explanation why, if you have a vegetable that was b'leya isur and there's no reitiv, who cares if the b'leya doesn't come out? Didn't the vegetable become nevela? Didn't the part of a thing or the neutral item become nevela? The Teretz says yes, only if it has both timim coming out. Since we know that the b'leya doesn't come out, so it doesn't become nevela. So that would answer question number one. That enochanami, the onion became nevela, but without the isur leaving the onion, it doesn't bother us that the onion became nevela. You don't need to worry about the tam onion that's coming out of the onion. The second shaila was that we took care of that the onion part doesn't matter, and the cholov part doesn't come out because it's lean. But we asked the basar now went into the onion and became today from the tam cholov in the onion. That basar, let's assume, because we're not so sure that it's shaman, so it makes a U-turn, goes right back out. So there's a huge machlokes poskim between the shach and the taz. Really, it starts off in the rishonim. When you have basar b'cholov, basar that was, let's say, b'leya cholov, and the cholov doesn't come out because it's beloy roitev. Cholov doesn't come out, but the basar became nevela. Does the basar aser without the cholov? Meaning, does the klal that you need the belia to come out apply only to shari sudim? However, by basar b'cholov, I don't care if the cholov comes out, because once the basar became nevela, it became mamish. Let's use the lashon haposkim. Ki gufoy shel isur, it became a shtik isur mamish, a piece of isur. So I don't care if the cholov doesn't come out. Or by basar b'cholov, it's the same thing. The Eibishter said basar b'cholov is aser, not basar without cholov. So scientifically, you would be able to remove the cholov 1,000,000% from the basar. Would the basar become kosher again? It's actually a machlokes poskim. The shach says no, it would stay treif and it doesn't need liquid. And the taz says yes, it will be mutter, and basar that was b'leya cholov does not aser without liquid. So the second shaila would actually depend on the machlokes shach and taz, because if we're assuming the cholov is kochush, lean, would not come out, so the basar goes in, becomes nevela, and what's coming back out? Only basar, no cholov, because the cholov is kochush, and it's a bli, it doesn't come out below reitiv. So basar that's coming out has tam only of basar that became nevela. So according to the shach, problem. According to the taz, it's not a problem. So this is again another machlokes with another sniff that you could add to the whole pile to be makel, together with the fact that the knife was on eine benyemel lachatchila. But Noisif was many achronim paskin like the taz. Also, that's the Ravid Shitta, that if the cholov doesn't come out, it doesn't aser. And there are a number of diyukim that the Alter Rebbe also indeed holds, like the Shitta Sataz. So without even saying, I just have another sniff, there's also Yesh Mokem Leimar in this case to be makel, because we can rely on the tas. L'poyel, l'nafche the milsa, I told this person to kasher the oven if he's able to.